When I was little, I always felt like I was a slow reader. And with that, it kind of held me back from reading for joy because my only measure of the joy of reading was really at school, and there was always a time limit of when you had to read things by, and I never really got to enjoy the reading experience. That's just something that I've reflected on as I've gotten older, but this year I made a resolution with myself that I would read more, and it took a while for me to get into it because I still had that mindset, and until I realized that I had that mindset of like, you're a slow reader, it wasn't enjoyable. I felt like I had to read faster and be reading more, that I just wasn't reading more. It was this kind of reverse psychology thing that I was doing to myself. But I was picking up books from a little book exchange nearby and stumbled upon To Kill a Mockingbird. And I hadn't read this since high school, and so picked it up. Not something that I would normally think of reading, but I read this, and reading it at a different age is such a cool experience because you have just a very different perspective and you really appreciate the literature a lot more. This was the start of my classics reading journey, and since then I have read a few others. I've read Peter Pan. I read Wuthering Heights because I read it in high school, but I truly didn't enjoy it in high school, but I did enjoy it this time around. And the newest book that I've started is Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. I am thoroughly enjoying this book right now. I'm really just at the beginning. That's how much I've read. I do enjoy his writing thus far, so we'll see how the rest of the book goes. I did this on a very inexpensive budget. It does not have to be expensive to read. I have spent $5 on all the books that I've acquired this year because of book exchanges or library book sales. No, they're not in the best condition, but they're fine. I mean, Wuthering Heights was one of the books at the book sale, and listen, it is not in good condition, but that's okay. I got to take notes, and I'll put this in a book exchange for someone who wants to read it. Maybe I can glue it together for them, but that's kind of been my journey this year. I have a lot more books to read. I'm enjoying myself, and I'm not embarrassed by it, and I'm not doing it for anyone else but myself.